Hello, beautiful soul families. Breanne here. Thank you so much for joining me today. I have kind of a topic that I wanted to touch base on and a message that I wanted to relay. This is not at all something that I planned. I was actually trying to connect and I was looking into something a little bit different that I was going to be doing a video on, but Spirit came out with a message about a blast that is going to hit. Very vague, I know. So I was looking in and digging into this a little bit deeper, and they actually told me this is for India, which was interesting. And I was trying to get like, okay, is this blast that's going to hit? Is this something to do with some form of a weapon that's going to hit? Is it a blast in some kind of a storm? Is this a blast like an earthquake? What is this blast going to be? And they are talking to me about, it's kind of interesting. There's like a two-part thing here. They did say this blast that is going to hit, it does involve rain. They gave me the word rain, and then a little while after, they also gave me the word slide. So it's like rain slides, like the mud slides, is what I was getting for that. And then they did talk about water again. Now it feels like flooding and water and issues with tsunamis or whatever, relating to water disasters are happening all over the place. Here in Canada, it looks like just the other day in Ontario, there was a massive flooding going on there as well. So I'm just relaying the message here. This is completely something that was coming in from Spirit in terms of a blast that is going to hit for India. They did, I am not at all familiar with any of the cities in terms of India. It's a very big place. So they did actually give me this word Samara, and I could be saying it incorrectly, but I googled it and this actually happens to be a place in India. It's a city in India. I don't think it's a very big, it's a big place, or maybe it is, but it's a city within, oh, let me double check here. Okay, I just wanted to double check so I'm not getting this incorrectly. But when they gave me the word Samara, it's actually a city in, I could be saying this incorrectly, so my apologies, but I got Uttar Pradesh in India. So I found that kind of interesting that they were talking about that and they gave me an actual city. So I'm not sure if this is some kind of event that's going to happen in that specific place, or if this is just a message for India in general. What I did find very interesting as well, though, is they did talk about water, but they talked about flames. I got the word flames, and I got the word light as well. And when I was pulling a few tarots, I had this sun card that popped up a couple times. First time it was just sitting on the bottom of my deck before I shuffled. I'm like, okay, fair enough. I shuffled again, and guess what came out? The flame, or the sun card, but it did come out in reverse. I got two more other cards that came out, and this is just insane that synchronicities like this happen. So the other two cards I got when I was asking about India is the Eight of Pentacles and the Ace of Swords, but I'm actually not so much focused on the meaning of the cards. I'm focused on the imagery of the cards. What are the chances that this is the deck I picked? I have many tarot decks here. And when I look at this, well, let's start with this one, because originally I was getting the word a blast was going to hit, and this was indicating with rain or slides, rain slides. And if you look at the image of this card, we have them taking shelter, and there is a rain. It's like heavy rain coming down here. So it's like people taking shelter, lots of flooding, lots of rain. You can see the puddles building up here. So I found that quite interesting. Secondly, they talked about flames. Guess what came out? This Ace of Swords, but it is covered in, you got it, flames. And then with it accompanied, these two were kind of, the sun flew out near it when I was asking more about these flames. So what else I found out about India is that they actually have a city that is, so maybe I got the name wrong, but they've got the city, I'm just gonna have to pull it up here. Sanchi, and this city is fully powered by solar panels here. So when I was getting these two cards too with the sun, I'm wondering if there could be a big increase happening pretty quick with solar activity. You know, maybe some geomagnetic storms that could maybe damage some maybe satellites or something to do with possibly that city because they are both S words. So maybe I mean, I did strongly get Samata, but with Sanchi, I found that interesting. It's also an S word too. So that's kind of some stuff that was coming in, flooding in here in terms of India. So I found that kind of interesting that I wanted to share with you guys. Yeah, possible big solar activities that could maybe, you know, affect a lot of things happening in India or specifically that city that is completely powered by solar panels. I think they're known as one of the first solar. Okay, so it says with India's fully solar powered city, Sanchi is home to that, and it's shown its lights to the world for over 2,000 years. So it's interesting. It's become India's first solar city, as it says there. But with this energy, I mean, it could technically, we could be also, you know, looking at possible fires, but they did talk about flames, and I found it interesting that the sun came out. So when they're talking about flames and the sun, I'm just linking these two together as some kind of solar activity. So that's kind of what I have for you guys. What's going on with India? We do have the Justice card that also fell out. So there we have it. Before, okay, something else I wanted to include. It's kind of interesting because prior to them going on about that, they were talking about angels, specifically Raphael. And Raphael, I believe, is a really good angel that helps with protection, as well as working with any physical issues with the physical body as well. So whatever that is possibly going to happen in India here, there could be, I feel like, some maybe casualties, or Archangel Raphael is really monitoring certain situations, but I got that he was involved. So it's interesting. I wasn't going to mention that. It kind of slipped my mind, and then the Justice card came out, and I feel like there's some kind of balance that's coming in with this, whatever blast that's going to hit according to Spirit. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I hope you guys all stay safe. Bye for now.